high. Top 4 list where legends never die. Video games, movies, sports on the line. Your favorites carved in stone divine. It's all about your top 4, nothing more. Rushmore Show kicking down the door. Ranking the icons, the greats we adore. It's all about your top 4, nothing more.
This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4 and a whole lot more tonight, Andy, because it is NFL draft night. Woo! It is Yankees Red Sox best rivalry in the world night. Saints, man. Saints are going to make a big move this week or tonight at pick 8 that is going to set them up to take the South. You know, go to take the South, right? With a little shuck.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Got to get him a hammer, huh? Got to get him a hammer, I think.
Yeah, I think we got to get him somebody or get our look, we can. The Saints are picking 8 for a reason. When you're picking top 10, anybody will help you.
Well, and then I get back-to-back picks, back-to-back jacks. I'm excited at 8-9. I'm excited at 29. A lot of Ohio State guys out there. Not a whole bunch of Alabama being talked about this week, which I love. Because, that's just how that is.
Simpson, QB2.
Let's talk about our friends in the chat, though.
Let's do that.
Our number 1 draft pick. Speaking of draft picks, Random Mr. Carrot. Welcome to the show. Announce yourself. I noticed. You've got a couple. You got a little video game page, dude. We'd love to have you over. And thanks for being here. Yanks take the lead. Of course they do, Isaac. Bryce J. Dub in the house. Our favorite Geometry Dash guy. Welcome in. Bryce, I had some students asking me the other day, how many demons do you have in the old Geometry Dash? That's a thing, Andy. That's a thing. And then I had some students, they were like, man, you know a guy that plays and does really well in Geometry Dash? I was like, yeah, man. Our guy Bryce J. Dub.
We know the guy.
The guy. Oh, 9 people in the chat. 9 people in chat. Announce yourself. Say hello. If you're 15 demons, well, nice. So that's a big deal, Andy. So that's like 25 in the house. It's time.
Whoa. We got to get this thing rolling now.
Get this thing rolling. By the way, if we hit 46 tonight.
30. 30.
We're at 30? 46 tonight. I'm eating Bean Boozled. Let's get this show on the road.
Just meant to eat some Bean Boozled tonight.
Yeah, I'm eating Bean Boozled. Hey, so let's get this thing going. Roll it. Top 4, Andy. Album covers of all time.
Ooh.
Let's get it. All right, let's get it. Oh, do I know who this is? Let me think. Is this someone from Miss Cartwright's class hanging out, Random Mr. Carrot? I kind of have a feeling that's one of my students, Andy. Thought it might be. We'll see. Welcome in. Here we go.
Indian son. Hamburgers the highway. What's going on?
Oh, Hamburgers is the highway. Music Lisa. Yeah, buddy. Billy and Lisa with the Fortress in the house. You know, we were going to have them on a couple weeks ago, and we will have them back. My dogs are going crazy. 18 in the chat. Say hello. I am going to send Music Palooza and Mr. Carrot, because I'm pretty sure I know who that is, a bone, Andy. But while I send them a bone just means you become moderator around this place. Let's get our guy out here and talk about what we're doing. So Billy and Lisa, I'm sending you guys one as well. So hi, Kirk. Hi, Andy. Hi, Bryce. What's up, buddy? So we are going to welcome in, dude, we were going to have a great show tonight. We're going to have a great show. We were going to have like a really, really great show, because we had
really quick before you do this. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just want to say this. I'm going to let our friends know while they're in the chat.
Yeah, do it.
Because we have the draft going on, you're going to hear this throughout the night. That just means the pick is in, and we'll be announcing those picks as they happen. We can pretty much announce Fernando Mendoza will be a Raider in just a short while.
I hate that for him, but okay.
What if Arvell Reese goes 1 and that just throws everything off?
That would be fun. That would be fun.
Anyway.
I would like it. But
anyway.
Well, I'm gonna start throwing these bones. Who's winning? Who's winning what? I'm winning tonight. So
winning the Super Bowl.
The Yankees are winning, if that's what you were wondering. So Andy, I'm about to send some bones. I'm trying to get it set up. And
we got a fun episode coming up tonight. We're talking all about album covers. This is a little bit different. We're in music, but we're not talking necessarily specific songs, just a band in general, but an album cover. Kirk, we're going to talk about it plenty tonight, especially with our guest, because he specializes in this thing. I did a blog post a while back, which I got to do another one, man. I don't know. Sorry, guys, if you've been waiting for one of those. But I did one about like things that my kids won't experience that I experience. And one of those things that I just love is physical media, like actually touching an album, or a video game or a VHS or DVD or something. Like, I just miss the tactile nature of physical media. And so what we're doing tonight is we're talking album covers. I loved this as a kid, looking at the album, reading the liner notes, the lyrics, if they would have that. But this is going to be a fun night tonight. And I'm thinking that our friend here may potentially have some show and tell. We'll see. I don't know. He didn't necessarily tell me that, but not to put him on the spot. But anyway, Kurt,
Barry sending Jules on over. I don't know what's that all about. Random Mr. Carrot 1 is also here. So we got Random Mr. Carrot and Random Mr. Carrot 1 and Dion Carollo 82, 83. A lot of people showing up. But thank you for being here, everybody. And we're going to get this thing through. What?
Who are we bringing on tonight?
So that's what I was going to say. We actually had 2 record store workers, guys that we met through the convention scene. One of them, we're going to pray for him tonight because he lost a family member tonight and couldn't make it with us. But our other guy is still here. We just hung out with this guy a couple weeks ago at St. Tammany CollectorCon. Welcome to our show from 22 Sound, which is one of our favorite record stores and our record space in the convention. Evan Blackledge, come on down. You're the next contestant.
Hey guys, how's it going?
You're the next contestant on.
With the first pick of the Rushmore draft tonight, the Rushmore Summit Squad selects Evan Blackledge from 22 Sound. What's going
on, gentlemen? How's it
nice. Barry in the house, man. Thanks for sending a gift. Man, well, Evan, tell us a little bit about 22 Sound. Tell us a little bit why music. Tell us how people can find you both in the wild and online, and then we'll get this show going.
Cool. First, just want to say hey to Billy and Lisa up in the chat. Hey guys,
yeah,
how's it going?
We love them.
So yeah, we actually started about 5 years ago. Originally, 22 Sound started with a buddy of mine and his wife Kim and Manu, and my wife Tara and I were customers here, became good friends with them and all, and then around 2022, 2023, everything was, happening with real estate and stuff like that. They were actually looking at potentially shutting down. Well, I talked to Manu. I'm like, man, let's go grab a beer. Let's go talk, because I had just bought stuff that day, went home, and I see this Facebook message. They were looking at closing. I'm like, pause. Come on. So we went over, talked a little bit, and just kind of looked over everything, and we decided, hey, let's merge our families together and let's bring this up because Mandeville, Louisiana needs a good music spot.
Come on now.
It needs a good area for people to come, hang out, good safe space, bring music back to the community, and that's what we wanted to do. So it is now, with all of us together, has been going on now for 3 years strong. We've been doing STCC a couple of weeks ago. We did Record Store Day last weekend, which is a huge thing for independent record stores. So we were able to, bring in all kinds of exclusive, different collectibles, that kind of thing that you can only find in the independent record store, community. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We're right here up off the causeway, quick drive from the South Shore. You come over, we're right off it, right next to Pardo's and right down the road from Franco's on Highway 22.
Yeah. So Adriana says hi. Music. That's Billy and Lisa. They say yes, yes, yes. And Bryce says that's awesome. Yeah, it is. It is awesome. So hey, real quick, and I should have said this beforehand, Evan. If you could just slide just right there. Stop. Go back. Yeah. So
right there.
we're on like 2 spots. Everybody always asks, why are you on the short side? Well, we're actually on both sides of YouTube, but on the short side, you were kind of off, like hanging out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not
So, with that being said, thanks for being here. So, because of the record side of things, we decided, hey, let's talk top 4 record covers and the art, what goes behind it. And this ought to be interesting because we could kind of pull from all over the place. I have never really been a huge record collector until actually about a year ago. I bought my wife a record player, and I don't know.
The least
Marvel
pick of them all, with the first pick, I was about to say Oakland. The Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana. Your Heisman Trophy winner. We knew that was going to
happen. Good pick. So, with that being said, I've kind of jumped in with my wife to start getting some records, but we talk about it. My CD collection is sickening, right? And I have case after case after case that we keep going through on the ground, and so usually it's the same art. So I was kind of going through my CD case and like, yep, nope, nope. Many of the ones, unfortunately, Evan, I cannot show tonight because they're not appropriate.
Understood.
Because I have friends like Mr. Carrot in the house watching.
Yeah.
In the background. But I do have a good list, I think. Andy, I'm pretty sure you got a good list. So this is how it goes, Evan. And for everybody that's out there that may or may not know. And by the way, Andy, let's introduce a few of these people to our favorite club. Hey, guys, if you're new here, Dion, Adriana, Mr. Carrot, Billy, and Lisa, technically, welcome to the Summit Squad. Now, what that means is basically we're going to climb a mountain today along with Evan and Andy and I. We will climb a mountain with you guys, talking our top 4. You can post all 4 of your favorites at one time, or you can kind of do it one at a time like we do. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll do some honorable mentions after. If you hang around with us long enough, we'll actually spin the wheel and have some fun. And if we break the record tonight, the record for live people in the chat is 46. If we break that, I will eat some Bean Boozled.
Woo, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm ready to do it. So with that being said, you're up first. We always let the guests go first. It's just commonplace to let you guys kind of start this thing off, Evan. And you've never been on, so let me explain how this works. We call it the criteria. The criteria is very important. Now, we're talking football tonight, and the Vegas Raiders, who's now owned partially by Tom Brady, he is one of the ones I always go to. Basically, he's a polarizing guy. Many people would think that he's in the GOAT conversation. But if we would talk about what's your personal Rushmore, I wouldn't have him on my mountain, not for even quarterbacks, just because I don't like the guy. I don't like, and I think he's a little overrated. He played on some really awesome defensive teams. But here's the thing. I'm not taking away that he's a bad player. I just don't want him on my mountain. And so with that being said, we're going to talk about how we build our mountain through our criteria. Usually means, Evan, where you were born, like what region of the world, how old you are, what era you were born in, and then probably like who your parents are, kind of like they raised me on this type of music, or they, I used to go over to the grandma's house and she'd put on this old, whatever. That makes a big deal why you love it, right? And so usually when we're talking sports or video games, some of the people are like, Andy, why do you keep talking Nintendo 64? It sucks. Well, that's because that's what he was raised on.
Banter.
Ooh.
So with that being said, give us your criteria of what you're kind of looking at when you were putting your list together. It doesn't have to be something like it doesn't work. We don't have to go to take the milestones testing for fifth grade like some of my kids are doing right now. But yeah, just share what you were kind of thinking. And then the first one, we call him Rosie. It's short for Roosevelt. That's your number 4. So tell us what you're thinking, and then you can jump into Roosevelt.
So my top 4 tonight has very eclectic. My musical taste span from jazz and ragtime all the way to official soundtracks and synthwave. So
nice. We're doing synthwave next week.
So my number 4 for tonight. Am I good to go ahead and show it now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this particular album, it leans really hard into the cinematic synthwave genre. Think 80s nostalgia, but with a little bit of modern production muscle. They made some famous songs such as Tech Noir and Fly for Your Life. My first one is Gunship's initial album.
That looks like our old school background, Andy. Look at that thing.
So, and this actually looks very much like your Summit Squad from a moment ago.
Yeah.
Yep. So
sure.
One of my main reasons as to why I picked this is because I, born in the 80s, growing up in the 90s, like I loved everything 80s. Like, and this whole genre was just kind of defined from my mom, my uncle, everything else, the awesome beats, the synth drums, just everything. And one of the reasons as to why that I picked this is because synthwave is really coming back. It is, between Gunship, The Midnight, there's so many other bands that we could have an entire discussion on, but, got to kind of save that. But the artwork to me was just fantastic. This is a gatefold, so you can kind of see this is very reminiscent of, you can see all kinds of Easter eggs in there, such as Pac-Man in the front.
I love it.
The Gunship thing there, Transformers, it being, Optimus Prime looking with all the other things in there. So, I mean, this album itself really just spoke to me and made me want to, to actually put this as one of my top 4 for the evening.
Bro, that is a cool. Number 2.
Number 2, David Bailey, Edge, Texas Tech University goes.
Oh, Arvell Reese still hanging out.
On the clock are the Arizona Cardinals. This is where people are talking about some trade.
No. We don't want to trade.
May not be the Chiefs. I'm just saying this is the hot spot to trade. But,
Hey, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about that same team that trade in with Arizona. No, they don't. No, they don't. Finn the collector. No, they don't.
No.
What the Saints need, they can get right there at 8.
They can get it at 8. Hey, show that real quick because it reminds me.
I want to see it again.
It reminds me, for 90s Nickelodeon fans, you know exactly what I'm about to say. It reminds me of the Aggro Crag from Global Guts,
Very much so.
Dude, that's
immediately what I think of. I love it.
Don't ever play that game for the SNES. Yeah, it's horrible. Hey, I'm a big 80s guy. I don't know that I knew that album, to be honest. So I say a big 80s guy. That's one of my favorite genres of music. Yep. And I can't wait till next week. So I'm excited that you pulled that out. And this is why we have people that know what they're talking about come on the show to make us look better here. And
guys, just breaking news. We never know what we're talking. Hardly know.
So one of the things that you had mentioned, Kurt, is that you haven't really gotten into records a whole lot, but you have a huge collection of CDs. And I know, Andy, you had mentioned earlier that you absolutely love anything physical media. Obviously, we do too.
Yeah.
But one of the things that is really cool, and I actually just took the record out, is all the fun things that you can do with records. So instead of being like standard black, this one was
cool.
Brown. So there is a lot of really cool physical elements to it, such as liner notes. Unfortunately, this one doesn't necessarily have liner notes, but this does have just a lot of really cool drawings and stuff like that
cool.
they did for it. So you do get a lot of things with.
It's so much more interactive when you have that. Even even just like art, like you can pull it out, you can touch it. It's something about that, man. It makes me feel old, but I'm okay with it. I do love that. I'm gonna have to check that out. So, hey, just so you guys know, out there in the Summit Squad world, as we've been doing this whole series, we will still have a Spotify for tonight. It'll be songs off of these albums. So,
Also, Andy, I forgot to say this before, and I got to say it now. Okay, we as a Summit Squad, we are behind. We're behind. I think like 36 to 34, 37 to 35 on the final vote on who is the best Captain America at Louisiana RetroCon. And our guy John Stout, we love John Stout. We love him. Matter of fact, one of our good friends voted for him. Actually, a couple of our good friends voted for him, and that's okay. But we would love to win it. Not just it's just for bragging rights, but just to kind of show our guy Brian Plato.
I will say this: to be in the finale with John Stout.
Oh, it's very stout. That's a stout thing to do.
He's one of the most humble guys we know, and he made a post. He was like, "I know Kirk's got a lot of people like John. You're a legend.
Like you're a legend, right?" Yeah. So we would love. It's on Facebook.
All right, the pick is in.
Come on over to my side of the woods. Hit that thing and vote Rushmore. I'm going to talk about it a couple times tonight. But man, I love this pick. Let's get into my pick. I may
interrupt you, Kirk, because the pick is in. So, but just
cool. The music is Andy always goes last. So here's my criteria. I was telling Evan about my criteria. Number one, did I like the art? Is it cool? Like would I hire this person to do a graphic something for the Rushmore Show of whatever style it is or picture or whatever it is. And number two, I had to actually like the album. I had to actually listen to the CD or record or tape. I was actually going through some tapes the other day, this morning, Andy. I have a few left, and I found Garth Brooks, No Fences.
Woo!
I was like, man, I can't believe I still have this. But with that being said, I've got to actually like it. My first pick, though, really, it's coming from 1998. Andy, you know the type of music I love.
I think I know where you're maybe going.
Yeah, 98. They gave it away on just 98?
No, generally where you're going.
It's a big year. But this is, I think this was probably their third or fourth album. I was stationed in I was in the Air Force at this time, but I was actually going to school to learn my craft for the military. And I remember when this came out, I went over to the BX and I purchased it. Go ahead.
Wow. First surprise of the night. Arizona Cardinals with pick 3, Jeremiah Love, running back. Not
a big surprise. It was kind of out there, maybe. Wow. Arvell Reese is still hanging out.
Arvell Reese is here.
That's awesome.
Now, a lot of people had Tennessee taking Love, so where does
Tennessee might be trading out now because that was their kind
of. They need an edge.
Yeah, which sucks because then now that's Bane, probably. Anyway. All right, so listen. But I went to the BX and purchased this, and man, I love this album. I don't have the album like Evan does, so Andy, I actually I tried to download it, but it didn't work while Evan was talking. So I'll just hold it right here. I'm going with none other than our saved guy, Brian Headwelch. I'm going with Korn, Follow the Leader.
Good pick.
And this thing is something to look at. Look at that. Well, this is not a very good picture of it, but basically it's the little girl tic-tac or hopscotching up to the middle of nowhere. And then when you turn the thing over, it's just the art is insane. It looks like a comic book. It's so fun. Great album. Korn's hardly ever mentioned on our show, but we always talk like as a pick, but we always talk about how we kind of like him. I think the last time I mentioned him was in videos. In videos, maybe I picked him for a video. But yeah, I'm going with Korn Follow the Leader, and the visuals are so good, man. I love looking at this, and I love listening to the music. I love the new metal world in the late 90s, early 2000s, because I came from the hip hop side, and I did like metal, but this was like blending two of my favorites. So it might be a little cheesy, but yeah, the young girl playing hopscotch towards the edge of the cliff is just really cool.
Yeah,
Andy, can you pull that up? You're the guy that loves to pull those.
Yeah, give me just a second. Talk about it for a little bit longer.
Yeah. So, Evan, do you like this this cover?
That is actually one of my absolute favorite albums from Korn.
It is. It's fun. It's good. I love
it. So for me, listening to Korn just and we'll talk a little bit more about it later, but. It takes me back to.
There's going to be the big problem finding two songs that I can put on our Spotify list.
Yeah,
that's going to be hard.
That's going to be hard. I'm going to have to find the complete edited versions. But yeah, I had to have it. I almost put it as an honorable mention just for that reason, but it still would have made. I would still had it. So, yeah, I love it.
That entire genre, was. The end of my high school into early college years. So like that just completely defined me as a teenager.
There it is. Look at those kids in like just kind of fading in. If you don't pay attention, you almost miss them with the baseball glove and the bat and just kind of like watching the girl go over the cliff. It's just cool, man. Ever heard any of Dave's music? Says I Arnold. And Music Palooza says, which is Billy, Todd McFarlane cover, Spawn. And Jessica comes with Chicago. That's a deep pull. Green Day Dookie. That's a good pick. Santana Supernatural. That's also a good pick. And then the Dangerous cover with Michael Jackson. That's a good pick too. Artist for cover was Todd McFarlane, which I didn't know that, but that's awesome. It makes sense why it's so good.
I love this pick. It is... there's a lot of really good album covers in the new metal scene. There's a lot of maybe it's just because I was like big in that scene. So like it just comes to memory. But so
you got Freak on a Leash, Got the Life, Dead Bodies Everywhere, Children of the Corn. Those are some big ones there.
We'll have a weird Spotify list this week.
It's going to be a weird Spotify
list. It's going to be all over the place.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, let's. What do you got?
Criteria very much like yours, Kirk. Iconic cover for me personally. And I'll kind of explain each one of mine why I believe it's iconic for me specifically. But also, I had to actually enjoy the album. There's some really good covers out there that are just iconic. But to be honest with you, I haven't given them much listen because either I like the band or I don't like the genre necessarily. It's not kind of my cup of tea. So these are all ones that I just thoroughly enjoyed. And then on top of
Road for you?
What's that?
No Abbey Road for you tonight?
No. So, and I mentioned it before, and I mean, I don't mind saying it. I think the Beatles are a completely overrated band. But
I did that on purpose because I told Evan that before the show.
Yeah. So with that said, I'm trying.
I do want to shout out real quick. Arnold. I love Dave's "We're All Alone in This Together" album cover so much. I just want to say thank you, Arnold, for being on the purple side. If you guys are Twitch, if you are on the Twitch side, you can help us actually get our last monetization. That's the only one we don't have, and we're really close. If you guys go over there and watch, it would actually help.
Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
Thanks for being over there, Arnold, watching, lurking, whatever you're doing. Appreciate that.
So with all of that said, I'm going to get my list kicked off tonight. This is one. Now, my dad had a lot of albums when I was growing up. So, like, these are ones that maybe they bring up. Wow! Hold on. Hold your horses. With the 4th overall pick, the Tennessee Titans have selected Carnell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Ardell Reese is on the board at 5. Wow.
So the
And
Giants
the
are going
slide begins.
the Giants are going to get Arvell Reese
The Giants are going to get Arvell Reese and
another pick.
Caleb Downs tonight. Watch this. They're going to steal this draft.
Wow.
That's
Hey, look at Jay Thompson in the house, our favorite Cubby. And he says Beatles, Rubber Soul, Leonard Skinner, Street Survivors, Prince, Purple Rain. That's a great one. And Pantera, Vulgar Display.
Yes.
Andy loves some Pantera. You might hear that one again tonight.
Anyway, so I'm gonna get mine started off tonight. My pick tonight to start my Rosie. This is an album my dad had. It's a fantastic album. I'm going to the 80s. I'm going to some British metal. In fact, I'm going to none other than Judas Priest's British Steel.
Dude, I almost picked this.
This album, let's just, besides just the artwork, which is just awesome. It's iconic. I love this one. We had this album growing up. Fantastic album. I mean, Breaking the Law. But I will tell you this. I'm telling you the two songs that are going to be on my list from this one tonight are Breaking the Law and Living After Midnight. If you don't just get pumped up listening to the song, Living After Midnight. I love that song so much. Yeah. But British Steel, man, that's where it's at. I love Judas Priest. It was one of those bands that I was really into because of my dad growing up, like I mentioned before. There's a lot of really good Judas Priest stuff out there. But, yeah, this is where I'm going. British Steel to get my list kicked off tonight. What you guys think about?
Oh, let me just shout out real quick. Dude, this one is the one that caught my eye. Every time I was pulling up these pictures and stuff, I was like, dude, that is the coolest thing. It looked, with the holding the razor blades, just so sick looking. But I've mentioned it before. I like Judas Priest. It's not on a repeat on my playlist. I love a lot of their songs.
I get it.
So I had them. I was like, if I was to do this is going to be one that I'm going to have to they took all my picks and I'm going to go and get it. And I might have to trade back for more picks, like somebody tonight. But yeah, this is a good one.
That is absolutely solid. It's funny because the first time that I ever heard Judas Priest was on MTV's Beavis and Butthead, and they did Breaking the Law as one of their music videos. And I about lost it.
I need TP for my bungo.
I just remember going, Breaking the Law, Breaking the Law, Breaking the Law, Breaking
the Law.
My Beavis and Butthead memory, and I can't really do his voice that well, but the pick
is in.
I have to say, hey, babe, want to stroke my beard? Easy talk. Easy talk. When they cut the hair.
Hey, look at Billy says, I mentioned Purple Rain today.
He sure did.
Purple Rain is a great one. Actually, a couple people that sometimes I kind of poll the audience. What do you guys think? A couple people said Purple Rain. So that's a good pick. That's a good pick. If somebody does pull,
we got a lot of show left tonight.
We got a lot of show. Hey, but that's our first round, and that's strong. Judas Priest, Korn, Gunship. Man, where are we going from here? Is Evan? You're up next. We call this one TJ Jazzy Jeff. Now, this is a softball pitch if you want to do Summertime from Fresh Prince. It really isn't a really good album. We call him TJ Jazzy Jeff because it's Thomas Jefferson. We kind of think he's the third best one on the mountain because the other two are kind of GOAT status. But who's your number 3 pick tonight?
So, keeping with the spirit of, the British metal, or in this case, power metal.
Oh, come on. Yes.
I've got Halloween's
Keys
Part 2.
Wow, look at that album cover.
And this album cover here was done by Uwe Koskowski, and it is probably one of my favorite album covers.
Just well, it better be if it's number 3.
The art on this thing is just insane. I absolutely love it. It's some of the as far as some of the criteria as to why I did this is all their music on here. You know, you've got just huge choruses. The guitar work is just absolutely insane. Probably one of my absolute favorite songs on here is Eagle Fly Free. It's really good. Definitely check it out. That might actually be one that we might throw on the Spotify list. But of course, you know, you can't go wrong without without the title, Keeper of the Seven Keys. Actually, that one might go on there. It's 13 minutes long. It's insanely long, but it's fantastic. Here's the back of it.
Yeah.
And then this is also another gatefold. So, you know, like what we were talking about from before, if you actually look, you know, you actually get all the lyrics of each of the songs.
Dude, that's how I know lyrics to songs, is because of that stuff.
Oh yeah. So, you know,
Love it.
but it's great. You know, I mean, here's the other side of it. So you can't get much more 80s than that.
I gotta love some power metal,
bro.
And
I am loving where you're going, Evan. Yeah, power metal.
That album cover, I feel like I just discovered something new. You could stare at it forever because there's so much happening there. But that is a good pick.
There's a couple on my list tonight that you can kind of like just kind of where's Waldo on it, huh? And kind of like go. None of my top 4, they're on my honorables, but yeah, this is cool. I love this. Good pick, man. You're fitting right on in here, Evan.
Yes.
And Billy says, or Lisa, says Keeper is an insane cover. That's probably one of Judas Priest's most iconic cover songs, along with Screaming for Vengeance. So he dropped that in the chat when we were breaking the law. We were talking all that stuff. But hey, so this is a cool pick, man. I love it. Show me the inside of that cover again. That was really sweet. Dude, I love that you have show and tell.
Oh, value adds. I mean, you gotta have them.
You gotta have show and tell. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Look at that, Andy.
I love it.
I want to zoom you in. I want to zoom you in. Hold on.
You got it? Okay.
There we go. Man, look at all those little art pieces. That's fun stuff. Andy, we don't have this pick in yet. It said the pick was in.
Yeah, it's been sitting there, man. Harbaugh, get to it. What's happening, man? They probably have All right. They have 2 first rounders. They may have like the Make-A-Wish person up there right now. That wasn't even a joke, but you know they bring that person up.
Yeah. Well, I saw a list today, and it had like the 52 people that are presenting in this week's draft.
Marcus Colston.
The Chiefs only had 1, and I didn't even know who the dude was. I was like,
some kind of fan you are.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy? David something or other. I think he's doing it in like the 5th round, so nobody's watching.
He's the guy from the 40s that still lives.
Man, that's a good pick. My turn, I guess. Man, we're moving pretty quickly. Even while we're doing the draft, we're moving pretty quickly. So this one, Andy, I don't know that these guys, and I may be wrong. We both love these guys. Probably most people in the chat love these guys too, but I don't know that we've mentioned them too much in the chat. Kansas City's on the clock. This is big. Who is it?
With the 5th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Arvell Reese, edge linebacker, Ohio State.
Dang it.
That was going to happen.
All right. Well, here's the thing. So we both love these guys. I don't know that
Chiefs traded up.
Yeah. They're on the clock.
Where are they going? Are they going Ruben Bain? Right here? Are they trading to get Bain?
I hope not for Maui Noah.
You get ahead of the Saints. They're going to get an offensive lineman here. Watch.
I hope it's not for Maui Noah. But anyways,
go ahead.
Or Fano. I hope it don't.
What if it's Mansour Delane?
Well, I think they could have got him at that spot.
I don't know why they would have traded up for it.
Or Caleb Downs. And the Yankees sweep. Bring the brooms out. Yes, sir. Wow. Sweep the Red Sox. So look, let me get into it.
Go ahead.
Oh, here it is. The Chiefs acquire. Oh gosh, what are we acquiring?
Who did they trade with? The Browns? Were the Browns here?
Yeah. They acquire the pick. I don't know what it's for. I hope they didn't give the 29 up. Dang it. Anyways, Um,
There.
so here we go. Let me get back on track. So
It moved up
1986, Andy. We love these guys. We've talked about them quite a bit. I don't know if they've ever been on the show. This is their debut studio album. It's a little bit of a blend. It's a blend of a lot of things: humor, a little rock, a little total chaos, a little rap, little rock. I'm going with none other than License to Ill. Beastie
Nice.
Boys.
I love this.
Nice.
Dude, you look at this cover. I
They
remember
didn't give
having
up the 29. They did not give up the 29. Sorry. They gave up
Did they
the
give it the 40?
74 and 148.
Oh, that's good. I'll take that.
Yeah, 74 and 148. Pick is in, too.
I'll take that. That means we kept the 40.
And, of
Ruben
course,
Bain.
9. Obviously, they swapped the first. But
I'm taking. Hopefully, it's Ruben Bain or Caleb Downs.
Sorry. We're going to keep interrupting.
With that being said, you can interrupt me. They've got the.
Stay away from your phone. I want to break it to you. when it comes through.
I'm not looking, so you can break it to me. I got it looks like this like expensive jetliner on the front. Then you flip it over and it's like smashing into the mountain, right? It's got Beastie Boys on the side. It's got all this stuff. But man, Brass Monkey, No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Like We Gotta Fight for Your Right to Party. There's so many things on this album that I loved as a kid. Here's a BC moment, before Christ moment. Back when I used to kind of sneak dad's alcohol or whatever. My dad had this. There it is. We had a little bar, and I still actually have that bar downstairs in my garage. It was my dad's. But behind it, he actually had a I don't know. It was like a 50-year-old bottle of Brass Monkey, and that junk is some funky monkey. It is terrible, horrendous. But I remember that friends would come over and they're like, we'd sing that song. I was like, bro, my dad actually has some of that. You want to taste this nasty stuff? But with that being said, I haven't mentioned these guys. I love them, but I remember it being one of my favorite in the CDs and that because of that art. It's just fun. It's just cool. So I'm going Beastie Boys, License to Ill.
I really enjoy this pick. Like a lime to a lemon to a lime.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite lines in any song of all time.
I was going to say, Kirk, that if you couldn't find it, I ran over to the rap section.
There it is.
Oh! Look at that. Smash.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that is awesome. What you got on that? What you got on that?
It's $33.99.
That's a steal.
The 30th anniversary version of it.
We might have to bring that to STCC fall.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you got a customer apparently here now.
Can't wait to hear what songs you pick from that one. I'm gonna look for the safest ones, Jessica. The safest. I'm tiptoeing on fine lines.
Yeah, you are.
I am.
I love this pick. I'm a Beastie Boys fan. I thoroughly enjoy this one. I almost put this one on there today. Here you go, man. I called it. I'm a prophet. With the sixth pick in the 2026 NFL draft, the Cleveland Browns trade their pick to the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Kansas City Chiefs select Mansour Delane, LSU cornerback.
Why you got him at 9?
Yeah, you would. I feel like he was there for you. I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad pick. I think he's a great pick, but maybe Washington was going to take him. I mean,
then you get Caleb Downs.
Dude, I'm telling you, if Caleb Downs is not this pick, so here's the deal: the Saints either get Downs or Ruben Bain.
Yeah, which I'm happy for. Which I'm happy for too.
I'm cool with both of those picks,
and I'm happy for Delane. LSU.
Yeah, no. I think he's a great pick. I feel like they had to know Washington was going to take him. Maybe the Saints were going to take it.
We got rid of McDuffie and we got Delane.
I like the pick. I don't know if the trade was worth it. But hey, look, you didn't give up the 29 or the The
Or
40.
the 40. So that's good.
That's
All
good.
right.
Late picks.
So
Washington's pick is in, by the way. So
and so let's get your pick in.
yes, let's get my pick in. So this is such a great one, and it was really hard to pick this band. I think every one of their album covers is iconic, and it's for a specific reason. And
There's one specific metal band. I'm like, do they have a bad cover?
Yeah,
I wonder if that's them.
It may be this one. I don't know if you were thinking this. Maybe you were. I'm not even leaving the country or the genre that I just left.
Oh,
I'm still sticking in Britain. I'm still sticking with metal. I'm still sticking to the 80s, even the 70s, the 80s, and continuing to this day. They have the greatest mascot of all time, and I'm going Iron Maiden's Peace of Mind. And I'm doing this one. Here it is right here. Boom. Look at Eddie right there in the straight jacket. So this one specifically, every Iron Maiden album's got Eddie on the cover and in some kind of way. There's a lot of great ones. Again, this is one my dad had, and this is one that I was always at the house. I love the bald look of Eddie, like when he got his skull. I mean, just look how cool that is. So every album is basically like a concept to it to some degree. He's chained up in a straitjacket in the insane asylum here. This band is anything but not theatrical. They are all over the top. If you see them live, Eddie is there, and I absolutely love this album. Trooper. We've got a lot of great. Die with Your Boots On. I mean, just a great album here. But this is the album cover that I just remember. Like, this is a comic book. This is what I felt like I was looking at right here. So I'm going Iron Maiden's Peace of Mind.
Wait a second. We can't just glaze over this. Look who's in the chat.
Hey, look at Saturn Steve in the house, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Masayoshi Takanaka, some Japanese jazz. Heck
yeah, man.
Must be
Masayoshi
so
Takanaka. That's Saturn Steve. He's been on the show a couple times. He's a great video game channel. Go check
Not
him
to be
out.
confused with Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve.
I'm Scuba Stan. Scuba Steve's dad.
So Andy, going back to Peace of Mind with Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
What if I said this September you could meet the man that drew Eddie and create Eddie?
Where's
Derek Riggs has come to the shop. This is going to be the third time that he's coming.
I'm there now.
Yep. So September, I can never remember if it was the 16th or the 17th. I'm gonna have to get back with you. It's that Wednesday of that week. But yeah. So he's come to the shop a couple of times. He does.
Is he doing autos?
Yes.
I'm gonna ask my dad if he's got this album. I'm sure he does.
So
bring Peace of Mind in.
Yeah, definitely stop by the store. And he's a fantastic guy. He will talk your ear off. He is absolutely amazing.
It's September 16th if it's a Wednesday.
Okay, then it's that Wednesday. So, yep, September 16th. We've got the event on our Facebook right now. So, yeah, you definitely check it out.
Holy moly. Count me
Hey,
in.
while you're over there on Facebook, go and vote that we're the winner.
Yes, do that. Because we need
Hey, I love this pick.
Yeah. Killers is great.
I mean, Paul Diano did a great job. I'm originally, but Bruce, to me, yeah.
So I agree. This was the one I was thinking of, Iron Maiden. When I was kind of going through them, I'm like, dude, they're all so cool. What I love is the mask.
With the 7th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State, which means the Saints have a choice to make now.
So the Saints are going to go Jordan Tyson.
No, they're not. No, I'm not taking Jordan Tyson. He's injuries. I'm worried about that. I will take Caleb Downs right now and be ecstatic.
Yeah,
I want Caleb Downs. We're on the clock. I'd be very happy with Ruben Bain as well. So
what I would like is for the Chiefs to trade back in and get Ruben Bain right now.
With the Saints, you give us your 29 and your 40.
I would almost do that considering we get Mansour Delane too. So yeah, Styles is a great pick though.
He's a great pick.
What's going to be scary is that the Giants are about to pick another beast.
Which was, I'm like, yeah. So we're having to block the Giants out of some, but we can't block them. Well, I guess we can. We're 8, so
yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
all right. With that being said, good pick. That's our first half of the mountain.
1 hour. We may
1 hour, right at the hour mark. That's what happens when we only have 3. You know, we go back to the old school days of this.
Remember, we used to be like, man, if we can keep this under 30 minutes, like
we could keep this under 30 minutes. We used to have so Evan, this right here, you can't tell, but I'm pointing. Matter of fact, that's Jessica. Jessica in the chat. She gave me that little thing at Louisiana Retrocon, but right under it, that's a clock, and it was a timer. Right?
Oh wow.
Right there, it was a timer. And you only had so many minutes to talk. Come on, let's go. Because we were trying to keep it, and it just wasn't nearly as fun. But anyways, there is not a bad Iron Maiden cover.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Absolutely.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. All right, so let's pay the bills. I really wish they paid the bills, but they don't pay the bills.
I'm going to cut halftime in because apparently the Saints pick is in. So,
all right.
You know, I may rudely interrupt you tonight.
Yeah, you might have to rudely interrupt. Which I want to hear it soon, but I'll do the talking before the videos until the pick comes in. So a couple things that have happened. One, we have been blessed beyond measure to be able to hang out at these conventions and do ministry. People are asking me, why aren't you in ministry anymore? And man, being an elementary teacher plus this convention thing is definitely ministry. Plus I coach little league teams. Here's the thing. It is over the moon when these guys welcome us. And there's a video out on our chat of me walking around and just praying over all of the booths, 22 Sounds booth, Fortress of Solitude's booth, whoever, just all the way around, making sure everybody that we laid hands on. And then we get an opportunity to actually preach the gospel through just nerdy fandoms. And Andy got to teach on Stranger Things and the nostalgia, because there were some Stranger Things guests at this last one. The next one that we hopefully will be at, and it's still up in the air. I've messaged Austin a couple times. Don't know if he's just super busy, but he has asked us to come and preach there and be a part of it at Southeast Gaming Exchange. And hopefully we will be there at Southeast Gaming Exchange preaching on Red Dead Redemption. That's their thing.
Feels like a softball pitch for us.
Yeah. Anyways, but if not, we're still. Well, I'm still going. And Kyle, my nephew, not my nephew, my son will go. I don't know why Kyle wasn't popped in my head. My son Cannon will go with us.
Kyle's welcome to go.
Kyle is definitely welcome to go. Andy, I hope you get to come, even if we don't. But I totally understand that, because just that's how ministry happens. But we'll walk around. We'll do some videos with all our friends and all that stuff. And then, maybe next year. So we'll talk with Austin, however it is. But that's probably the next one. Other than that, we have this right here. And it is the Christian Creators Directory. I printed a couple of them out, and I had to give them all away. If you want a copy of this, you can go to our website, which is rushmorereboot.weebly.com. Andy, I know you're probably busy with the pick. If you could pull that up, just to show, we got some new people in the chat. So just want to show them where this is, and I want to show them definitely the Bible is metal. And I dropped our Devo. So these are all nerdy Christian Devos, by the way, in my hand up here. And they have inspired us to do some others. So click on the ministry there, Andy. If you do the front page, that's the front page. You can learn all about us. So you go to the ministry section. This is Reboot. This is all about our convention ministry. Scroll down. If you have any prayer requests, right there, you can put a prayer request at any time, and it comes to us. There is the directory that you can download for yourself. It's just Christian creators, about 140 of them. They love Jesus, and they love nerding out with us. They love everything at these conventions. And then if you scroll down even further, Andy? Yep. That learns all about the ministry, and you can look at several of our right there. There's the Nerd in the Word messages. The latest 3 aren't on there. I got to add them now. Andy, show Bible is metal, and show. So we have 2 devotionals online. You got to click the arrow to the right, Andy. Right.
Hold on. I'm not full screen. That's what's messing me up.
There
we go.
There it is. So the Bible is metal. This is Andy's Devo about music and, related through music about just how amazing and cool the Bible is. And you can follow along with that Devo. Also, Religious Fanboy. He's going to be on the channel in a few weeks. We're going to talk anime. Thanks for being here, Quentin. We love you, man. Thanks for hanging out. And then, Andy, I just dropped day 119 today. So 119 straight days of Devo has been dropped in our chat for free. You can go and look at it on the other page. So with that being said, we have a couple videos. I was trying to kind of stall for the pick.
Pick us in, man. Pick us in, but I don't know.
Pick us in, but it's not here yet. Play the coffee. That's just short video. So we'll play our best friends that love to do coffee. If you're part of St. Tammany Collectors Con, it is the coffee of the con. Village Coffee. Play that one.
Let's face it, at-home coffee can be pretty stale. Coffee at home doesn't have to be boring. The Village Coffee is here to deliver the flavor. The Village Coffee roasts coffee every week and sells online. Go to villagebeans.com to order your coffee today and use discount code Rushmore for free shipping.
I mean, I was vibing with that.
What's that?
I said I was vibing with that. We were good.
And then we were jazzing it up.
Love you too, brother. Man, we can't wait to hang out with you, Quentin, for sure. All right, well, we have Iowa coming up very soon. Let's play Iowa's video.
Yep, let's find Iowa's video. Give me just a second. And
so, if you want to have a commercial like this, let's play it.
Zach, the Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, brings heart, honesty, and heat to retro gaming, collecting, and pack ripping with his son. From tackling addiction and mental health to calling out scalpers and celebrating nostalgia, this channel is where real talk meets real fun. Follow the journey at youtube.com/@Iowa Retro Gamer Dad. And also follow along on Instagram and Twitch.
With the 8th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, New Orleans Saints select wide receiver Jordan Tyson. Look, if he can be healthy, then I'm cool with it. Arizona State, though, 6'2", big body, 200 pounds, 6'2". Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Called it.
I was open for Caleb Downs, and I really hate that the Giants are going to get either Downs or Reuben Bain. Dude, the Giants might get Reuben Bain and Arvell Reese. What? That's crazy. I don't think
might as well just give him David Bailey too. Why not? So with that being said, if you guys want a commercial on our show, it's real easy. We have memberships. Our memberships are $1.99 a month. You can do those on YouTube. And if you get yourself one of those memberships, we will make a commercial that we play during our halftime. Also, Andy, we got one more video to show, and then we get out of here. Who is? We're not going to do Geek Devotions. They sold me out. We are going to do. Let's do Retro Rewind Podcast.
Let's check out our friends over at the Retro Rewind Pod. Every other week, join the Retro Rewind Pod as they travel back 15 or more years along the entertainment space-time continuum in their mission to review movies and games
establishing what is still worth your time today. Expect fun banter and trivial insights from Francisco, Paul, and rotating guest hosts who are all out of time.
Oh, well, let's get back into the show and see what the Giants do coming up next.
The Browns pick is in, so we're waiting on that. This is what the Chiefs gave up,
right?
Or swapped with. So let's see what.
Knowing that Reuben Bain and Caleb Downs are still there, I wish we wouldn't have traded.
I hate that. I mean, that's. And again, it's nothing against Mansour Delane or even Jordan Tyson necessarily. It's
giving up a pick, man. Anyways, Evan, you're up. This is Link. Link is short for Lincoln. Who's your second favorite album cover of all time?
Ooh, okay. So this one for me was a tough one.
Yeah, it's always tough. Two and one are always tough.
So, it's funny because one of my absolute favorite composers of all time is Nobuo Uematsu. If you don't know who that is, he is a Japanese composer that did, you know what? I'm just going to let his art speak for himself. Final Fantasy VII.
Yes!
Gosh.
Yes!
You hear dum, 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 and you know exactly what's about to happen. Sephiroth summon. Or you get insanely emotional where you hear just a slight tap of piano playing. So this was really important to me. I went through and I actually meant to grab the original, but the reason as to why that I grabbed Rebirth, because first off, you got Zach, Cloud, you've got Sephiroth right here. The artwork is just absolutely beautiful. Just look at the colors, everything about it. But what's even more beautiful is when you open it up inside and you see that Aerith is on a picture disc.
That is so cool. What is even cooler is that this is going to be in the Spotify list. Andy.
Yeah. This is what we're rocking out on in the car line with my kids too. So
Andy, by the way, Evan, Andy hates role-playing games.
Oh, come on, man.
No,
really? And Final Fantasy is probably
I got nothing against the artwork.
It's one or two in the best franchises in games ever.
Oh yeah.
And so that's why I'm laughing, because I know Andy was like, "What in the heck? This is supposed to be your sweet spot, Andy. This is the music side of things."
No. Look, here's the thing. What just happened there? Okay. Anyway, sorry. First offensive tackle off the board. I guess I should do this real quick.
Maui or fun.
With the 9th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Spencer Fano, offensive tackle, Utah. So what I was saying is, because tonight we're talking about album art, there's no denying it's great album art for sure. I just don't like the game. It is what it is. I don't.
No. So one of my main reasons as to why it's cited as top 4 is when Final Fantasy VII came out. Now granted, like Final Fantasy over here in the US, number 4, and Japan was 2.
Come on, educate.
Back on Super Nintendo. So I played the NES versions. I played 2 on Super Nintendo, and then 3, which is probably. I keep going back and forth between 7 and 3, aka 6, as my favorite. But I remember Christmas of '97. I was at my mom's, or we were at my grandmother's actually, and I was going through our Christmas gifts, and I opened it up, and Final Fantasy VII is there, and I was freaking out. And then we go through all the presents, and I kind of sat there for a little bit because I did not have a PlayStation. So they wound up. So I've got this game in hand, and all I can do is stare at it and look at the booklet. But it was the biggest 24-hour prank ever, because my grandmother on my father's side, the next day we went over there for Christmas, and they waited until the very end, and they wound up bringing out a PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
And so we my cousin and I, we sat and we played that game all weekend, except we got really far in the game and then didn't realize you have to have a memory card, and everything was closed. So we just had to like leave it on all night. So there was so many memories that are tied to it. So it's just, it was an absolute blast and a lot of fun. And that's why it's my number 2.
There you go. Well, with pick number 10 in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Francis
Maui Noah.
Whatever.
So Caleb Downs and Ruben Bain are still available.
Dude, what is happening? Does he stay in Miami? Miami's on the clock right now. No, Miami just traded to Dallas. Dallas is about to get Caleb freaking Downs.
Yep.
You know they're taking him. I mean, they give up 500 points a game.
Yeah, they're taking him.
He's a Cowboy. I hate that for him. Anyway, this is a great pick from the artwork standpoint. I will say this. Now
Evan, you're welcome back. We've
talked video game music before, and I have nothing against the music. I just don't want to play the game.
So One Winged Angel was my George of music, and it's just fun. I love it. And the boss battles, it was also my Georgia boss battles too, with Sephiroth.
The Advent Children version is probably my favorite.
Yeah, Advent Children was fun. All right, well, dude, I'm excited that you just dropped that down. Gosh, I hate that the Cowboys are trading up to get. Who else could they get? Caleb Down. Yeah.
Go Bain. They need defense. They could go either way, but they're going to get one of those.
Who did they trade with?
Miami.
So Miami fell back to about 20. Okay. All right. Well, I'm coming in with my next pick. Andy, you love this pick. You love this pick a lot. I wouldn't even be shocked if we crush. Maybe. I wouldn't be shocked if this was a crush. I've all on my list. This is the one I'd be worried about. But we're running out of picks, so maybe not. Maybe not. I'm going 1991. 1991. This is the 5th studio album from this band. One of our favorites, one of your favorite drummers, Andy. I'm going Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I love it.
What's that?
I love it.
Dude, the Four Faces, Flea, Kiedis, they're all just kind of your boy Chad Smith, of course, but they're all like all over with the kind of tribal, and their tongues are all kind of going out crazy. But what an album, man. I love the lineup there. And we talk about these guys. They're so underrated as a band. I mean, not underrated, but like they're never put in the greatest of all time. And there's not much that I'm like mad about whenever I hear it's like, oh yeah, that's definitely Kiedis, right? That's Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's Flea. I was watching, what's his name? There it is. I was watching our guy. He's actually from right up here, Stone Mountain. Rick Beato the other day interviewed Flea, and that was such a fun interview. Flea's a cool dude, but he was talking about how he never really thought he was in the top. He was always nervous about who he is, and Rick Beato's like, bro, are you kidding me? You're like one of the greatest of all time. So with that being said, I just really love the cover. It's iconic. It's one of those that you never forget. And Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I love this pick. I absolutely love this pick. I almost picked it today, but it missed, and you'll see why.
Of course.
What?
I kind of think I have you pegged for you've mentioned who you think the number one is, unless you changed it. So I don't know where you're going to go at number two.
I think I'm gonna trick you on my last two, but I don't think you're going to pick them.
I mean, so I know in a past one you said this has got to be up there for greatest album covers.
I don't even know. I don't even know what I say in the past, so it's okay. This is a great pick, though. Obviously, a fantastic album in itself. It's well documented how much I love Red Hot Chili Peppers. Chad Smith being one of my favorite drummers of all time. I think they're all the top of their game in their respective instruments or fields. So love everything about this pick so much. And the album art is iconic. Is for sure iconic. You like this one, Evan?
I do. It's funny you were mentioning Flea just a moment ago. He's actually got a jazz album out right now. And
Really?
It's really good. I'm about halfway through listening to it because I usually go through and like if I can hear it like on my way to work or something like that, I do. But this weekend I'm planning on sitting down and just give it just a really good, solid playthrough. But so far, it's been fantastic.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, like all the guys from Red Hot Chili Peppers, some of my favorite memories attached with them is when I went and saw the Power Rangers movie and they did Higher Ground.
Oh, it's one of the best covers for sure.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Courtney.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, between that and then, when they did the song from Beavis and Butthead, Do America, speaking of Beavis and Butthead again. They did really
Beavis
good.
and Butthead makes an appearance 2 times in the same show.
I know. With the
Love Roller Coaster, man.
Yeah.
What a great
Roller
one.
coaster.
But
Say
I mean,
what?
solid. But but even like Californication, right? Like just seeing what they do with technology at that time of utilizing, like the PlayStation 1 engine when they were, making the 3D characters of themselves. They're always pushing that envelope.
I would say, like I've said it plenty of times, Californication CD is how I learned to play the drums. So
solid.
Chad Smith was his mentor.
My mentor, whether he knew it or not. So next time you guys get Chad Smith in 22 Sound, let me know.
It'll actually be Will Ferrell coming in with the.
That would be even better.
I don't know who I'm more a fan.
What would be even better is to get Will Ferrell and announce it as Chad Smith,
right?
And see who knows.
Oh man,
yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. I love that pick. Anyway, so I'll move on to mine. Evan, not to be
there it is, Andy.
Not to be outdone by you, man. I think I need to go to bed. I'm done.
You going to bed?
I'm done.
Gosh.
Anyway, so with my next pick, not to be outdone by you, Evan, I actually have a show and tell tonight, and these are. I mentioned my dad had all these albums and this kind of cool stuff, and this is from that collection, and he let me take some, and awesome. I guess I got to do it. I guess I got to do this with the 10th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, or whatever number.
Mill Creek Zone.
Who cares what number it is? Miami Dolphins trade their pick to the Dallas Cowgirls, and they select Caleb Downs, safety, Ohio State, the guy I wanted. And the fact that he's a Cowboy and not a Saint right now is just hurting me. But anyway.
Well, I know my wife's happy because we're a divided household. She loves the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm a Saints fan. So.
Well, they got a good player. They got potentially one of the best players in this draft. But it is what it is. All right, so here we go. Religious Fanboy Sid gives us his top 4. The Blue Album from Weezer, great one. Awake from Skillet, American Idiot, Green Day, and you're teasing us with your one.
So wait,
4,
yeah.
Blue Album from Weezer. 3, Awake, Skillet. 2, American Idiot, Green Day.
Here comes 1. I guess he's gonna drop 1. All right.
Anyway, so for my pick,
there it is. Oh,
like I said. This band may be the most important band to me. What they did for me musically, and I've talked about them plenty enough. And maybe you would think it would be my George, but it's not going to be my George, and you'll see why. This is a band very much like Iron Maiden that I could pick almost any album cover that they did, and I'll pull a veteran move here in a second because I actually have a few others. The one that I always go to is this one here.
There's 2 of them.
Casablanca Records is what I'm going to go with. I'm trying to find the year. It should say it on here somewhere. Anyway, it says it somewhere, but it's okay. No worries. But 1976, there we go. I found it. I'm going with the hottest band in the world. I'm going with Kiss, and I'm going with Roll Over.
Nice.
That might be my favorite album cover that they have.
And that is the album cover that you said had to be on the list.
Well, then there you go. So I didn't go back on it.
You said that one and one more that you're about to do a vet remove about.
Yeah. So this one right here, of all Kiss albums, this may be my favorite cover. Not my favorite Kiss album, but when we're just talking covers, this is where it's at. I mean, it's got "See You in Your Dreams," "Love 'Em and Leave 'Em," "Hard Luck Woman," great song. "Take Me," "I Want You," "Calling Dr. Love," man. Mr. Speed and "Baby Driver," two good Ace Frehley and Peter Criss songs.
You just Rushmored with Billy.
Did I really? That's his number one. They have a lot of really good album covers. I'm gonna pull a veteran move just because they're already right here. The other ones that I have Kiss Alive, which is
that's a good one.
That's a good one in itself too. This thing has seen better days. This is an iconic picture from early Kiss shows here. But what's cool is that inside of this, now we're talking album covers, there's a sleeve that's got several of the album covers shown on it, including Rock and Roll Over that I just showed. But I mean, Love Gun, Destroyer, sometimes mentioned up there. I almost put Dress to Kill, which is them in suits. The original, which had different face paint, or Paul Stanley, I believe. I gotta look at it better. No, actually, I'm sorry. Peter Criss's makeup was not what it wound up being there. So that's a good one. And then I have also Kiss Alive 2 right here, which has got some cool live shots of them as well. And what's cool is on the inside of this one, again, it's got trying to get all this stuff here. What's cool is when you open this one, there's the whole live shot. Pretty sweet. You know, you got to get a live show going there. And then there's this on the inside, and none of this stuff is actually the album that I picked. So this is what we call, Evan, veteran move. Just so you know, this is what happens here.
It's like
this has got an evolution of Kiss on the inside with some photos.
The other one that you said you still haven't shown. Or did I miss it?
There's a lot of really just cool shots in here of everything.
So one of the really cool things about those, Andy, is, and they usually, came in, like in all the Kiss albums, was there was an order form where you could order the other albums and join the Kiss Army.
Join the Kiss Army.
Yes,
that's
you could join the Kiss Army. So what you would do is you would fill it out.
Yes, real quick, I do need to say this. I'm excited about this. What just happened in the NFL draft with the 11th pick in the 2026 NFL draft, the Miami Dolphins select Roll Tide, Caden Proctor, big man touchdown
proctologist.
This Caden Proctor, he's big boy touchdown. If you don't remember from this year, he ran in, I think, at least 2 scores this year as an offensive tackle, as a designed offensive tackle touchdown, which was just super cool. Caden Proctor, man, happy for that dude.
How about 4 Ohio State guys already gone? That's crazy.
I mean, they're NFLU right now.
Played alive too. So did you show Destroyer? Because that was the other one.
I didn't show Destroyer. I did on this sleeve. I don't have an actual copy of Destroyer, but
okay. Because that was the other one that you said.
I did show.
Yeah, it's a killer cover on that one. But no, what I was saying a minute ago while you're looking for that was, there would be like a slip that you could actually go and
there it is,
and sign up to be part of the Kiss Army, and they would send you like a little card that says that that you are a member, and that was like big status. Like you walk around.
Can't have that in this house,
right? Exactly.
There's so much in this Kiss Alive album. Like it's really cool. Just
is
like
it the first time you've looked at it.
No. I've looked in it before, but I mean, it's I'm trying to see if that little slip is in here. So it's 2 albums in here. It's pretty crazy. It's 4 sides, which is just the 1, 2.
Oh, the Rams are on the clock.
My pick was Rock and Roll Over. There it is.
That's such a beautiful cover.
I love this album art.
How miserable is it?
So I have a Kiss tattoo funny story real quick before we move to our Georges. I have a Kiss tattoo that is Gene Simmons on a Buddha on my calf. This was going to be my tattoo that I thought about getting. It was the Rock and Roll Out, this cover here. But I wanted to do something a little bit different that other people didn't have. So, but I do love this one. I love each one of them. I mean, Ace has got the stuff shooting out of his eyes. I mean, you got Peter here. It's got kind of like the African, like the bush behind him and all that kind of stuff. You got the tongue. I mean, just really cool stuff here. It's a cool one to look at. That's my only show and tell I have today, though.
Woo! Well,
played a live 2 today, and we got that we got from Evan on the new record. There you go. Look at that live 2. That's a great one. Yeah, there's a lot of really.
Yeah, I'm
good
gonna have to pick a few things up from Evan for the old collection. Hey, so we're to the George.
No way. We're at a $1.20 right now, and at the George. How about that?
$1.20, and we're at the George. We might get a sub 2-hour show.
No, we got to talk draft for the remaining time. That's what we got to do.
Evan might want to get out of here while we talk draft.
Oh, you ain't.
But
I mean, you
Evan,
ain't bothering me.
Evan, you are up, homie. You are going to pick your favorite of all time.
All right. So with this one, the artwork itself may not be as glamorous and beautiful as everything else, but it defined an entire generation in the early 2000s. And with this one, it is the Queen of the Damned soundtrack.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Wow.
So this one had the late Aaliyah and Stuart Townsend as part of it. It was the retelling of Anne Rice's Queen of the Damned, but set in a modern era. This introduced so many new metal bands and brought, such a spotlight to the entire genre. I saw earlier, you had brought up, Jonathan Davis with Korn with Follow the Leader. With this, everything was written with Jonathan Davis, and then, with Quincy Jones helping produce it. It was huge, and you had so many different bands that just came together and collaborated. And not only was it them collaborating, but it wasn't a soundtrack that you would just pick a top 10 that was on the radio. No, all these songs were actually made for the soundtrack, and they all told a story. You had David Draymond from Disturbed on there, the late Chester Bennington of Linkin Park. You had Marilyn Manson, Orgy, Papa Roach, Deftones. All these bands from this entire generation were all on one soundtrack. And to me, the reason why that made my number one is because, like I said, when I was a, teenager into early 20s, this genre of music really helped define that time in my life. And it just meant something very special to me.
Yes.
I didn't have this one pegged, but this album is just really awesome. I wasn't a huge fan of the movie back then. I've rewatched it, and I was like, man, this is good. This is a pretty good movie. But I remember getting the soundtrack, and just because of the songs that were on it. And like you said, that scene, there was a pocket window of about, I don't know, maybe a decade, but like a little bit going in out of the 90s, kind of most of the beginning front side of that 2000, that they pretty much took over all the airwaves, the TV, the videos, the concerts. And it was a love-hate relationship for a lot of people. A lot of people like just couldn't stand it, especially like the really big metalheads, that type of thing. But for me, man, I was ecstatic. I loved just this scene. It was like I was almost felt welcomed in, because I loved hip hop back in the 90s, and I was like, man, now this is a little bit of a mix and a little bit of synth and a little bit of kind of funky in there, and just depending on what bands it was.
Well, look at the segue between, like Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park. So, that was a really good segue from that hip hop era. I'm on into that new metal era. And it's.
Yeah, this is a great pick. This is a great pick. There's a lot of good soundtracks in that kind of era. There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
How many times have you shown that off over music? Like it, I feel like we.
It's my favorite thing to show. I just keep it right here.
I think it's every week we do that. It's awesome.
It used to hang up in my game room when I was single. My wife says, "Heck no, you're not hanging that up."
You see that that Fred Durst has a song with Machine Gun Kelly.
I saw that.
I haven't seen that, but that makes sense.
Horrible.
I haven't seen that, but that
it's like Fred Durst with your beard, Kirk. Now, like,
well, he looks like he could be my brother at this point. You know, he was wearing like an all khaki, like cashmere sweater coat type thing. I was like, it looks like he was like from X-Men Days of Future Past or whatever. It looked like you were trying to go for a movie back in the 70s, and he's like singing like, you know, My Way or the Highway. It's hilarious.
My man's rocking New Balance shoes, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Dude.
Oh my gosh! With the 13th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Roll Tide, Ty Simpson, quarterback.
What?
Alabama. What? That is a stretch. I'm a Roll Tide, but Ty Simpson is in the first.
And I guess they want to have him 1 year behind.
I mean, it's a good. If I'm Ty, I like being in LA because you're not.
But it didn't help them to win it this year. They had to do something to get over the Seahawks. That's not going to help them.
No, right. That's not interesting pick. The Ravens are about to take Reuben Bain.
Yeah, I hate that.
Oh my gosh, you have Trey Hendrickson and Reuben Bain.
I hate that. They should have Max Crosby. You know it. They cheated him. Well, good pick. Ty Simpson. Wow. Okay. Well, let's jump into this. My last pick. This is when I think of album covers.
Crazy. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. When I think of album covers, this is definitely was at the top of my list. And for all the reasons that we go to these conventions, right? Just the nerdiness of these conventions, right? This cover could be purchased, just the book that comes with it, because it's a comic book. And I'm a little shout out to where I live now. First time I think on the show, Andy, I'm going with Outkast with Hate the Aliens. And bro, I have this one actually.
What songs are you picking from this one?
Yeah, well, there's a couple. There it is. But the cool thing is, it's all a comic book, the whole thing, and it talks about all the songs in it, all these little, It's gonna be awesome, Andy. I already looked. I'll tell you which ones I'm gonna tell you. But yeah, this is it. This is it. It was on my list no matter what. So, which is funny. Because there was an album that I told Evan I wasn't going to pick, and there's some risky stuff on this too, but the cover is not risky. The cover is not risky to show off, but there it is. I mean, it looks like something right out of Image Comics. It's pretty awesome. But you could have picked any of Outkast's covers. I loved all of them. And this is where my hip hop roots come in. But all the hip hop time, I don't think I've ever picked them. Here's a Veteran Move. Here's their other album, which that's crazy. That's really cool too. But yeah, going with Outkast.
Yeah, this is a good pick. And
I'm going to start making my list right now and finding all the ones that
no ease there.
No ease, please.
Yeah, great. I like this pick. I did not have you pegged going here though, so. This is
There's a couple other things that might show up on my honorable mention that you might have me more pegged for. Just played the entire Limp Bizkit Significant Other yesterday.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, for the album cover itself, though, Kirk, I mean, like what you're saying, the whole thing comic book. It's solid. And this is one of those things like what we were talking about earlier that you don't necessarily get with streaming anymore. You don't have that tangible thing that you can look through and get all of that.
This was my senior year, 1996. And this is cool too. So on the opening, it says Earthlings, and it has like a like almost like a bestiary of them, like their stats. It says, let's see, code name. Yeah, make sure it's not something bad. Daddy Fat Sacks. His birthday. It says religion unknown for both of them, by the way. West Side. It tells them where they live. The Georgia Hospital. I've been there. That's hilarious. Anyways, pretty awesome. Aquarius. Well, that's the name of this one, Aquemini. So one's Aquarius, one's Gemini. That's what that means. That's Aquemini was their two horoscopes, I guess, whatever they call those things. But anyways, let's Andy, who's your George?
All right, man. This is an interesting one, and there's a reason behind it for sure. That's not where I wanted to go. This one may not be like the most intricate album cover of all time. I believe it's probably one of the more recognizable ones. And before I show it, let's do a little late breaking news. All right, with the 14th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens have selected this guy named Oliava Vega Oyone.
Really?
Offensive guard, Penn State.
Good.
Gotta love a guard you can't pronounce his name. Definitely a Polynesian fella, so that's cool. The Bucks are now on the clock, and the pick is in. Was that a trade?
No.
Was that theirs?
I don't think so.
Yes, it was. Okay. It just showed up really quick. All right. Anyway, back to my pick, back to the lecture at hand. I'm going with the album is so iconic that the album name isn't that everybody knows it as isn't technically even the album name, but the album name reflects the album cover. That's how iconic this is. And I'm going with the Black Album, Metallica.
Wow.
This is the George.
Dude,
it's black.
That's funny.
It's black, but you got the snake, you got that whole deal. I thought when you said 1991 earlier, we were going to have a Rushmore. But you didn't go here. You went Red Hot Chili Peppers. But this album, I think the fact that it's called the Black Album and it's not even called the Black Album, it's just Metallica. It's a self-titled, but because of the cover,
Don't Tread on Me, Marine,
knows it as the Black Album, and I'm going here partly for that reason, but also, man, the amount of Metallica that I listened to growing up was just unhealthy. My dad would throw this stuff on all the time. We listened to Black Album nonstop. I know Black Album's kind of that point in Metallica's career where people kind of go one way or the other. I absolutely love the Black Album. I love much of the stuff they did even post Black Album. Some of it I don't really care for as much, but there's some hate that they get. I get that, but man, this album in itself, let's just say it as it is. I mean, it's unskippable to me. But when it comes to the cover, so simple, so iconic, so recognizable. I'm going Black Album, or as we would technically call it, just Metallica.
Hey, so I had this on my short list of trying to make it in the top 8 because it is simple. I didn't, but I was going to kind of pull the same thing you did. Like, it's just an iconic cover.
I think did we all three have the same thought?
But I will say this. I will say this. This album, to me, is the George of their albums, not because it's the best, But for me, this is what introduced me to Metallica. And then I had to go backwards and learn what they were before this. But like, I remember learning this from one of my baseball guys. We used to listen to this as like the pregame pump up before we got on the field, like in the locker room. And bro, like some of the stuff in this album would just, I wanted to run through a wall. And I was like, what is this stuff? Never even listen to this kind of stuff. And I love this album. It's so iconic for me. It's one of, to me, it's probably one of the 4 best albums from front to back for me. So I love it. And it's a good pick.
I hate that Ruben Bain
kind of backed away just because of the topic. But it is iconic.
Yeah. I hate that Ruben Bain may potentially be a Tampa Bay Buccaneer in about a minute. You know.
I like that he keeps sliding, and hopefully we can trade up to get him. That would be fantastic.
So that's what I was thinking. Like, depending on where he slides, man, I mean, some of our teams could trade back in this. I think the Saints have some players that they can throw in a trade.
Everybody's worried about his arms. Like, come on.
It seems like one of those silly things. We're going to look back in 15 years and be like, do you remember people were literally caring about the length of this dude's arms? And he's like dominating people.
He's a Hall of Famer.
It's crazy, man. And he's going to be a stupid Buccaneer. I hate it. Anyway, Metallica, Black Album. This is where we're going. Anything else?
They're going to go wide receiver here. They're going to go wide receiver, and they're going to go
receiver. They got a
Makai Lemon.
They got.
They lost Michael.
They could go Kenyon Sadiq. They could get a tight end.
Ooh, they lost Mike.
Yeah, but they still have Chris Godwin, and they've got Egbuka.
Well, Godwin lives on the injured list.
That's true. I don't think they go receiver here. Anyway, Evan, anything else to add about the Black Album? I know you said we all had the same thought, though.
Yeah, no. So when I was going through my top 4, I was thumbing through, and I was definitely going outside of the box, I think, with mine. But like, I was, I went through Metallica, and I'm like, oh, I could do Master of Puppets, but I'm like, no, it's fantastic. And I was like, oh, Injustice for All. And then I saw the Black Album, and I'm like, it's simple. There's nothing to it. And I'm like, nah, it's going to be way too simple. I don't want to throw that on there.
Well, if you know me, as we're talking sports here, Kirk knows this very well.
He doesn't very, very far.
What do I like about uniforms? Simplicity. Tried and true. Where it's at. I don't need an arena football looking jersey somewhere. But all right. Well, we did our top 4s in
a polar bear's toenails. You just got that one on your list.
We got a $137, and we've already done that. Selection main. Ruben Bain is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. It happened, and might as well play the dang noise. He's staying in state with the 15th pick of the NFL draft. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Ruben Bain Jr. with his Ruben short arm of the law Bain. That's what they should call him. Anyway,
I hope his short arms cost him.
I do too. I really hope that he fails as an NFL.
God, I wanted him to be.
What he needs as a human. I hope he's a good person and he has a good life. Just that he doesn't last in the NFL long.
I really wanted him to be a chief or a saint.
Anyway, well, nothing else matters now in the NFL draft. But
Mesador's still out there.
Speaking of nothing else,
AC Concepcion still out there. Omar still out there.
It's going to be a late first, second round pick.
Kyle Williams
on the board. He could go right now. He could go right now. The Jets are on the clock, and the pick is in.
All right. Well,
maybe Jermod McCoy.
Yeah, I like that pick, bro. I love that pick. But all right. Well, we are finished with our first round.
Wow.
And it is.
That means it's time for.
It is time.
And our old pal.
All about the Benjamins. All about the Benjamins, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah, is that a
Interrupted
Schoolhouse
you.
Rock version of that?
No, it looks like the artwork, but it is from the 70s. It's actually from Franklin Life Insurance Company.
Interesting.
I picked this up at STCC, of all things to pick up. It was at the Brick Walls booth. And because we do Benjamins every week, I was like, dude, there's no way I'm not getting this. And it is from the 70s.
Awesome.
There is nothing plush. If you can
It goes right along with this.
Ha.
it is solid. Anyway, Benjamin makes his little appearance with me.
So the reason we call it the Benjamins, for anybody that's new in the chat, and is because it was widely considered that Benjamin Franklin would be the fifth guy on the mountain. So we're going to talk about who also missed our mountains. Now, we can't say anything we've already said. We didn't have any Rushmores, so we're going to have all different picks. Now, I've already got my favorite four. I like to try and go 8 for 8 and see if I can keep and avoid any kind of problems. But this is how the draft is going to go, at least this draft. You're going to go first, Evan, then me, then Andy. But then Andy's going to come back and go Andy, me, you. And then you, me, Andy. And then Andy, me, you. You're going to get Brock Purdy. We're going to find out on Sunday who this year's Brock Purdy is. But who's the first person or the first album that missed your mountain tonight for an honorable mention? Now, also, Evan, it's widely said that we don't have to like go into full-on discourse about our honorable mentions, but
we have a lot of time.
We're making great time. We're making great time. So you can talk a little bit. Yeah.
So my first honorable mention, which can't use now. Thanks, Kirk.
Hey, there you go. Nice.
Which one? Which one?
Follow the leader.
Oh, nice.
That's the one you were going to talk about. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So that is now going to be. Let's see. Ooh, which one? Because I got a nice little stack here. So give me just a second. All right.
You're in a record stop, so you got it.
I'm gonna actually go a little bit back in time here.
Back in time.
Ella and Louise. So this is Ella Fitzgerald and Louis
Wow.
Armstrong.
Wow. So you really were listening to your grandpa's music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah, I'm playing.
This particular album, I said Louise earlier, Ella and Louis, my bad. But
Thelma
Louis
and
Armstrong
Louise.
and Louis Armstrong and Ella Fitzgerald. And yeah, you know, it's funny because anytime that anybody's come in, into the shop looking for jazz, I always wind up showing this to them first.
Yeah.
And the sound on this is absolutely amazing. You know, you put it on, you listen to it, it really takes you back. You know, you sit down, you have a nice drink, enjoy yourself, and it just, you feel like you're in an old club. And it really just takes you places.
Which is, it's wild to me. Louis Armstrong had time to record an album when he was like traveling to the moon. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Oh.
That's a dumb joke.
But yeah,
no, good pick.
That's a bad joke. I do have this one somewhere, but I couldn't find it. Andy, we're talking my top 4 favorite bands of all time. You probably would think I'm going to say this one. It's one of those 4. Actually, matter of fact, my next 4, I'm gonna kind of throw this out there, Andy. If I was to say my top 4 favorite bands of all time, these 4 bands I'm about to say probably are it. I mean, it's about as close as you could get. Right? Oh, there we go. I was wasting a little time. Here we go.
He's picking the NFL draft. The New York Jets select Kenyon Sadiq, tight end. First tight end off the board from Oregon. I like that pick. They got Artel Reese. No. Who did they get? They
got David Bailey and Kenyon Sadiq. They got a lot better.
That is a great dude. The New York as a state got a lot better.
They got a lot better. Hey, so these are probably 4 of my favorite bands of all time. I'm going with the one I think is the only one that could quite potentially be on Andy's list, and I don't think any of them are on there. So I'm going with self-titled album, Rage Against the Machine.
Ooh,
there you go.
And I'm going with the original one. Here's a veteran move. Evil Empire was there, but I'm going back. This one is, I don't know if you guys know the story, Andy, but like I always wondered what it was like when I was a kid, and I looked it up years ago. What I love about Rage musically, I hate about them on a lot of other things they do. But one of the things is they are really, 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 really all for like down with the government, obviously. And the picture on this album is like a guy that set himself on fire, like a Buddhist monk. And he set himself on fire to protest. And it is just a intense picture. But yeah, Rage Against the Machine. And again, I'm going with trying to find a non-E tonight.
Well,
actually, I found
those that have watched this show before know that our Benjamins are like a game, and this fell right into my lap, and this is a steal, I believe, that I'm going to take because Kirk, I thought this was on your list. I thought this was in your top 4. I'm going Green Day Dookie.
Yes.
I'm taking it from you.
No, it was number 5. That was number 5. That was my number 5 on my honorable mention.
It's a cool album, man, with the explosion. It's almost like a Where's Waldo type.
Dude, this is the one that I was talking about. Might show up with just the Where's Waldo. Like, what am I looking at?
Yeah, a lot
100%
in that one.
This was number 9 tonight. Number 9.
So my next, because I get back-to-back picks, this one almost made my top. Dookie just fell into my lap just now. That sounds weird. A Dookie fell in my lap. But let's clip that one, right? But my next one, this was going to be my 5. Talking about people on fire, I'm going to go Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here." What a cool album cover with the guy shaking hands and the one guy's just calmly, but he's on fire. Pink Floyd's another one that's got a lot of great album covers, but I'm going to go "Wish You Were Here."
Yeah, well, Andy had to do it. This is why I really had this today. There it is. And Billy said it. It's Significant Other.
Nice.
I almost did the other one, and no, I'm not going to keep Vetra moving, you guys. But there was another one that I almost did. But this one was very graffiti-esque. The guy looks like he's right out of Subway Surfer, but kind of cooler. It's just a really cool album cover. Significant Other is going to be my next pick tonight, and you guys already talked about him, kind of giving me some love, man. But Limp Bizkit, probably. Well, I already mentioned it. It's in my top 4 favorite concerts because we did that episode. But Limp Bizkit, Godsmack, and DMX was, dude. It was such a great concert. Seeing oh gosh, now DJ Lethal moonwalk on his knees was just phenomenal. But I was a huge. You mentioned it, Evan. The bridge from Limp Bizkit into Linkin Park. I was like, oh man, don't say it. And then Billy dropped it. I'm like, don't say it because that's on my honorable mentions. But yeah, I'm going Limp Bizkit, Significant Other.
That was another one that I was tempted to grab from the house before coming up over here, and I was like, it was one of those things of just coming on the show. It's like, okay, is this going to be okay? I don't know. So it's like I'm gonna leave it.
So well, I will say this. We always say this was before. I don't really listen to any of these bands too much anymore, but when I think of music, my favorite music was from before Christ. And so we talk about it. Is it going to be a little taboo? The cool thing is every band that I've mentioned tonight has radio edits because they were all over the radio in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
So I will find them. But it's not something I usually tap into. It's not really my go-to anymore when I go to listen to music, just because there is some things out there that are probably not Christ honoring, but there you go. Yeah, I'm so glad someone picked Dookie, which also was on my list. Andy, that leaves the other two favorite bands of all time. I wonder if you could figure them out. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, I wish to. We used to do the voting or whatever, and Jessica would always vote for Kirk.
Yeah.
Maybe I would get your vote today because I put Green Day Dookie on there. So,
well, it's because I'm usually the one picking Green Day Dookie.
We've said Dookie more than we should on this.
This is a bunch of.
This draft is turning into Dookie.
Has there not been a pick yet? It's been a while.
Oh, there has. It just happened. Hold on. Where are we at?
There's something going on with that
17th.
sound. Like it goes ding 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 ding, and then the volume raises for the second.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Anyway, with the 17th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select the whitest pick that they could: Blake Miller, offensive tackle from Clemson.
The whitest pick.
Sorry, it's like we get all these names that are like Polynesian, and then we get Blake Miller.
Blake
Sounds like a like he would play baseball.
But wait, I missed this. What is the what? What is the what? Did I miss what's he whatting?
What?
Anyways,
that might have been from us talking about significant other.
I think it might have been that. Anyways, all right. So you get back-to-back picks.
Yes, you do.
Is that right? Yeah, you do. You get back-to-back picks, Evan, and you were talking about significant other. Where are you going with these? So you get 2 picks right here.
All right. So we're going to go back to the 1970s.
We're going back in time again.
For this one, this has probably the most iconic set of.
That makes sense.
DMAC. Okay.
What?
So this probably has the most iconic set of lips that you will ever see, ever. The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Wow.
Absolute treasures.
If that is definitely on a short list.
Yeah. So
welcome to the Black Parade is awesome. True lasts forever. Man, welcome in.
Touch me.
I'm pretty sure that's Mariano.
But
Mariano always comes in with some hot, cool picks.
But you can't not think of the Rocky Horror Picture Show without thinking of Time Warp. Everybody knows the dance. You see it, you think about it. Exactly.
It's just
Banks. I would have much rather the Cowboys take Caleb Banks.
Yeah, Caleb Banks,
down.
the Minnesota Vikings.
And then for my next one, I'm going to stick in the soundtrack category. And this is one of my favorite movies of all time. This is actually what got me into martial arts as a kid. And I always wanted to be Bruce Leroy in The Last Dragon.
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at that album cover.
This is a Japanese
Leroy Jenkins.
And everybody wanted to beat up Shonuff, the Shogun of Harlem.
Shonuff.
And if you've never seen the movie, it's fantastic.
Haven't seen that movie in so long. I remember as a kid.
True Lasts Forever 999. Happy birthday. Coming in.
Yes, so that's Mariano. Happy birthday. Happy
Also
birthday
said,
to you.
Welcome to the Black Parade is awesome. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I was saying. Mariano comes in hot with these cool picks. Mariano was actually a student of mine last year. I would always pick Kirk just because I think it's an age thing. We have a lot before Christ similarities. Yes, we do. Well, it's my turn. And it doesn't really matter which way I go, Andy. You're not picking either one. I'm going to pick the greatest 80s band of all time. I'm going with Pyromania, Def Leppard.
Yeah, good pick.
And it's the building exploding, just looks like a target or something's on it, just completely getting destroyed. But yeah, I'm going Def Leppard, Pyromania.
Nice.
That's a fantastic pick.
All right, I get back-to-back picks.
Back-to-back Jacks. Fastway Trick or Treat soundtrack and Rockstar soundtrack with Steel Dragon.
Oh, Steel Dragon. Yes.
Nice.
The one with Marky Mark.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Stand up and shout. Yeah, man. Come on.
Mariano says, did anybody pick the Nirvana one? No, we didn't, but that is an iconic album cover.
There's a reason.
And Religious Fanboy had Black Parade also as his number one.
He held that this long because he put that in the chat earlier, and we were like, "Where's one?"
Yeah. No. He posted it after, but you were you were saying you were telling us your pick.
All right, so I get my last two now. Right, I get back-to-backs here. I love where my list fell to me. I've got picks that still should be mentioned but aren't going to be because there's so many just iconic covers out there. This one was mentioned in the chat earlier, and when I first thought of it, this was going to be in my 4, but it kind of slid down for various reasons. But this is one of those ones that, what a great album cover. I'm going with Texas's own Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power. Just getting a sucker punch right in the face. What a great that album cover, I feel like you know how Pantera sounds before you even listen to them if you just look at that album cover. Like that, they sound like you're getting punched in the face. That's just what, anyway. Vulgar Display, got to go with Pantera on that one. I have to find a non-E song by them, so we'll figure that out.
I'm going to be busy tonight.
Yeah, we got some research to do. And then
I've already done a little bit of it. So
my last one is because also I just got an update. The Eagles traded with Dallas. They're not picking yet, but Eagles pick 20. Dallas receives the 23, 114, and 137. So a big trade happening there in division, which is pretty crazy. Anyway, so my last pick I'm going to put here because I'm 1,000% biased to this band. But, I also want to have some of their songs on this playlist because as if I don't listen to them enough as it is. I'm going to my girl. I'm going Haley Williams. Give me Paramore's Riot.
There you go.
Cool album cover. It just says Riot a ton of times, but it almost looks like inside of a notebook as a kid, you would just write that name 1,000 times.
I'm a riot. You're a riot.
Yeah, so I'm going Riot, Paramore. I feel like we grew up at the same time. We're the same age. We were in bands at the same time. She just got way famous.
I know you've seen this video because I'm sure your algorithm is loaded with Paramore, but I saw a Paramore video come across yesterday morning where it looked like she was standing in front of like a I don't know, like she was at like a record deal drop that's just like a backdrop and it's just her and like 2 other people and she's just singing like almost acoustic, just chilling.
I will say she has the best voice.
You have said that.
All right, here we go. The 19th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Monroe Freeling, offensive tackle from Georgia.
There are still a lot of receivers falling down.
There's so many receivers in this draft, though, man. I mean, like, you're going to get quality in the 2nd and 3rd round.
But
which is why the Jordan Tyson pick to me is like, I like it, but
Kai Lemon is still available.
Here you go. Eagles taking this pick now. This is what they traded with Dallas to get to this pick. So,
all right. So here's my last pick. Did you pick your 2?
Yeah, I did. I went Vulgar Display and Riot.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. So my other favorite band, seen them in concert. Would love to see them again. This is their 3rd studio album. It's really a cool pick. It's one of my favorite mascots of all. I'm going with The Guy, but I'm going 10,000 Fists in the Air by Disturbed. Yeah, and man, I love Disturbed. Yeah, and this one has Land of Confusion.
Oh, what a great cover!
Which is a great cover. The Backwards Hat Club in the house. Yeah,
it is.
Hey, so Blumpkin Blownuts. Yeah, thanks for coming and chatting with us. Blumpkin Blownuts, the Backward Hat Club. Now it's because we're in honor. We're in honor right
there.
Now.
It is.
Yeah.
This was the trade was all about this with the 20th pick in the NFL 2026 NFL draft. The Eagles have traded with the Dallas Cowboys to get the 20th pick. And with that pick, they selected Mekhi Lemon, wide receiver, USC. Man, dude, you got now. What does that mean for AJ Brown?
AJ Brown's going to the Patriots.
You know he's going to the Patriots. You know that's happening now. But dude, you're still going to have Devontae and Mekhi Lemon. You just retooling, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I hate Philadelphia. I hate them, but that's great.
Well, KC Concepcion and Omar Cooper are still available. That disturb is another topic.
Chris Paul would be a Saint in the second round if we would have taken Caleb Downs, but it is whatever.
Right. So the guy, he kind of reminds me of Max and Max's little minions, which is kind of cool from Image. But yeah, that's my whole list today. So you get to finish this off right here.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy, who is the last of the last here. And then we'll do our last round.
Cool. Oh, you want me to go? All right.
Yeah,
sorry. I thought y'all were waiting for another round pick. All right.
Oh.
Last one that I've got right here, going back to the new metal era, Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory.
Oh my gosh!
That was dude. I feel like I won the lottery because that was number 9. You said with Dookie, and that's number 10. I got my top 10.
What a good one. And Evan, you could probably agree with this. We've tossed around the idea of saying what's the Rushmore of unskippable albums. I believe Hybrid Theory may be
one of them.
I mean, what you got? Paper Cut, One Step Closer, With You, Points of Authority, Crawling, Runaway, and that's just the first half.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then you got By Myself, In the End, A Place for My Head, Forgotten,
Care
for the Itch,
is in the second half.
Away.
It was cool too because I think that's the instrumental.
That's Mr. Hahn. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hahn.
So funny enough, we had a group back in high school that used to do Dragon Ball Z music videos, and Cure for the Itch, because it was Mr. Hahn, it was all Gohan.
Yeah,
and it was an absolute blast with it. But yeah, that's my.
All right.
Wait, to pull a veteran move real quick. Can I pull a veteran move? I have permission. Doesn't matter. Another great album cover of theirs was Reanimation.
Reanimation was sick.
Yeah.
That whole music video, going into it reminded me of StarCraft. Yeah. It was really cool.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
So many good ones that I didn't even get to talk about. It's crazy.
I know.
All right, so we have this third segment now where we spin the wheel, and if it lands on something, Kirk, trivia wise or whatever, what did we land on?
Blind rank.
I love this.
So this is, I'm going to give you 5 things without knowing what comes next, and you have to rank them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 things. You don't know what's coming next. And you're going to have to rank them. Now, this all has to do with some potential amazing album covers. Now, I got a blind rank for both of you.
Oh, sweet. I'm blind ranking album covers too.
Yep. I got a
Write
blind
this
rank.
down. Yep. All right, let's go.
All right. So I got one for each.
Okay.
Now I will say this. Some of mine are actually probably in here of all the things that I was trying to plan to pick from. So you might get some of that stuff.
That's cool.
All right. Who's first? Evan, you'll go first. All right. So you have to rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, any order you want, not knowing what comes up next. Hold on. Let me do this.
You want a little rock music? Make it really intense.
Gotta get super serious.
All
Lock it in. All
right, here we go.
All right.
Number 1.
What kind of rock music is happening? This is like the old wrestling games when it was like this is.
All right,
rock.
Evan, you're first. Rank this 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. First album off the board with a great album. Dark Side.
What was that? I couldn't even hear you.
He said Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Gosh.
All right. Okay.
Which one did you get?
You're going to say the number out.
Oh, okay. So for me, I mean, that's a 3 right there in the center.
Right in the center. 3.
I like
Good pick. Good pick. All right. So here's your next pick. Man, this is pretty hot. Your number 2 that you're going to pick from is going to be Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay. Man, you're killing me, Smalls. All right.
Where are you putting that? So you got a
All
3?
I'm actually putting that at number 4.
Ooh, okay. How about
Some bangers at that 1 and 2 though? That's
there are some
I know.
bangers. How about you got 5, 1, and 2 left?
Nope.
How about Master of Puppets?
holy moly.
Metallica.
God. Those.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna try to sway you, but I do think I would put that over Dark Side.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna put that above Dark Side. Like Dark Side, I really love it. It's iconic. But Master of Puppets, I wore that shirt until there was holes.
You've got bookends left. You got 1 and 5 left, huh?
Yeah.
1 and 5.
Yeah.
All right, and here it is. Abbey Road, the Beatles. Yeah, good old 5.
Evan, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
I
And you're gonna get in your number 1 spot.
Forced in the 1 spot.
Ironically, one he just picked, Hybrid Theory.
I'll
Linkin
take that.
Park.
I'll take it. Like,
I think you did a great list.
Yeah.
I think
So we got Hybrid Theory, Linkin Park.
all right.
Number 2 was Master of Puppets.
if I were able to like think
Number
about-
3, he went
Dark
Dark
Side of
Side
the
of the
Moon.
Moon.
Yep.
Number 4, I think he went
Californication.
Californication. Number 5, Abbey Road.
Abbey
That's a
Road.
pretty good
Yep.
list.
Hey, if you were to have those and not blind rank, and you were like, are you happy with your 5?
I'm actually very happy with that 5.
I think
Because
the only thing I would do would switch Master and Hybrid Theory potentially, maybe, but yeah.
so for me, Hybrid Theory would probably still stay there just because of the memories attached to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Abbey Road is super iconic, but it's not my iconic. If that makes sense, like I think it's a fantastic cover, but I'm also not a huge fan of the Beatles.
Yeah.
I know that's
Hey,
contrary
you're
to popular
right here
belief.
with me. You're right here with me. I get it.
All right, Andy.
The Steelers have made a pick at selection number 21. Max Ehenekor, offensive tackle, Arizona State, 6'5", 321. That's a large man.
All right,
All
Andy, you're up.
right, I got blind ranking 5 album covers.
All right, number 5. Well, the number 1 off the bat.
Yes.
You're gonna get Purple Rain.
Jeez, peas. I'm gonna get hate for this. I'm gonna go 4 on Purple Rain.
4.
I just think there's
Rain.
better
Come
album.
on.
I just-
4 for Purple Rain. How about coming out of the Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses?
Okay, now that's an iconic one. I'm not a big GNR fan. You know how I feel.
You like that album?
but that
You've talked about it. You're like, after this album.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Appetite the 3. I think it's an iconic album cover, though. I mean, yeah, for sure. Seeing Slash as a skull, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you got 3 and 4 out the way.
Yeah.
Jar of Flies, Alice in Chains.
Jeez, I'm Pete.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I can't give that the 5 for sure, but now that means I'm giving up a top pick. Do I go 1? Do I go 2? Go ahead and give me Jar of Flies at the 2.
Ooh. How about
At the 1 and the 5. We ended this way. Again, 1 and 5.
Demon Days by the Gorillas?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Demon Days. So, I mean, It's a great one, but I'm gonna be forced into the one spot here for my last pick. I'm gonna go Gorillaz at the 5. I feel good with my list. But
And
number one album cover, Blind Rage.
Rumours by Fleetwood Mac.
I freaking hate this place. Is it possible I can give them 20?
Listen, the only one that I saved for you was.
I should have known it. I shouldn't have been running this. You should have known.
Oh man.
I felt
Dude, he hates Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, so
It's a cool cover, though.
Fleetwood Mac as a whole, or did
No.
He doesn't like her singing.
Okay, so you don't like.
I don't like Stevie Nicks. I don't understand the love of it. I don't get it at all.
But
Fleetwood Mac has got some good songs when she's nowhere near it. That's. I have.
it is a good cover. It's an iconic cover.
It is an iconic cover.
Sure,
Yeah. Simple. Well, this has been the show. Thanks for being here. Thanks everybody in the chat. What do we got next? Our last episode is. Excuse me.
We're doing New Wave, right? With some good buddies.
It is our last one, right? Let me make sure. I think it's our last episode for last episode. We are talking synth. We're talking new wave, top 4 with our 80s crew. We're talking with Smash Ventura, Mr. 80s himself, pink hair and all, along with the neon icon, along with Tyler Takes. We're going to talk top 4 synth songs of all time. Andy, who we have on that?
I just go. We're gonna take my second favorite team in the league. We're the 22nd pick in the NFL draft.
Did they fumble it on the way?
Los Angeles Chargers select Akeem Messidor.
Oh man, that's a good pick.
Good pick. I like it.
It's a good pick. Hey, speaking of, this was potentially one of them, but I couldn't figure out how to get that one on the chat. But we were talking about what? There's the DMX. There's DMX, and this one also. This is veteran move. There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So with that being said, next week, 80s. We're talking 80s. We're talking synth wave. I mean, it might not all be 80s, but we'll live in that space a lot. And then we are starting movies in May and June. I have a couple of the topics. We don't have them all. We've got top 4 spy movies. We've got top 4 Pokemon. We've got top 4 inspiring creativity or something. We're kind of nailing out things. But you guys will probably know more about that next week. Before you guys head anywhere, make sure you go to my Facebook, the Rushmore Facebook, and go and vote for me. Go vote from all of your accounts for me. Well, not necessarily me, for the Rushmore Show. And help us get over the top. I think tomorrow's the last day. And the last time I checked, we were probably down 2. It was like 37-35 on the votes. But either way, that's like 70 votes. That's pretty awesome. We had a good time doing it. And yeah, that's it. If you guys want to be on the show, Evan, if you want to be back on the show again, you fit perfect. We love it. Billy, we can't wait to have you back on the show. We missed out on our opportunity, and we're still praying for you. If you have any prayer requests, drop them. Flock of Seagulls.
Boingo. How about that?
Boingo. It's a Bananarama. Like the
that
80s had such cool names. And I ran. Anyways, with that, I'm thinking
Eagles fan, huh?
I'm thinking Vice City. It's gonna be there. But with that said, we love you guys. Thank you for joining with us. As always, go Red Kingdom. Who dat? Let's get out of here, Andy. Evan, you're always welcome back on. And
thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all having me.
Don't be a stranger when you're not on. Come and hang out. The chat's fun.
Definitely.
So,
shout out
everything about you before we head on home.
Yeah, so guys, if you're around the Mandeville, Louisiana area, come check us out over here at 22 Sound. We're right here off of Highway 22 here in Mandeville. We do have a couple of events coming up. Tomorrow night, we're doing a listening party for Foo Fighters and their new album. Saturday is going to be an early release thing for Tori Amos, sorry, at 2 p.m. So definitely check us out. All of our socials are at 22 Sound Records. And yeah, keep an eye out for different events and everything, and come check us out sometime.
Yes, awesome, man. It's
my favorite Chiefs fan just showed up. There he is. Hey, we've got Mansour.
That's my favorite Chiefs fan too.
LSU. Yeah, we got LSU boy, Mansour Delane. And then the Saints took Jordan Tyson. But go follow his channel, Retro Cannon. Go follow Andy's other channel, The Girl Dad. Those are both good channels to follow. And Andy, I know what I wanted to ask you, Evan. Is there an online way that they can purchase from you?
Yeah, so they can either go to our website.
Like, do you have a Whatnot or an eBay or anything like that?
They can go to our main website, 22soundrecords.com. That pulls directly from our online distributor. But if they're wanting anything that we do here in store, as far as in stock here, we're always on, Facebook or Instagram. Shoot us a message. We also ship, that kind of thing. So we're always doing like little flip throughs of any like used stuff that we get in. Same thing as far as taking pictures of anything new. So if you ever see anything you want, shoot us a message. We're more than happy to hold it or ship it.
I'm gonna have to go get an Eddie signed in September.
Yeah, definitely, man. Come on in.
Is the convention around that time? We probably.
October. It's usually November.
It's November this year. Yeah, because they're 14th. Doing it a week before Black Friday Record Store Day.
Yeah,
so,
nice. All right. Well, this has been our show. We broke 2 hours. It's time to say goodnight, and I'm gonna go finish watching this draft and get some food. We love you guys. Till next week, Andy, tell everybody good night.
Well, let's say goodnight like we always do.
Bye,
This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4.
Yes.
I forgot what to say.
And nothing more.
And nothing more.
Hey.